Hello class, it is 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, and this is the question and answer session for Nursing Leadership NUR344. There are no one is present at this point, but I thought I would do a recording of the session and highlight some of the things about this course, and then if you would like, you can go back and review it. So this course again is Nursing Leadership. My name is Diane Lebanowski, and this is my phone number. You may call me or text me. Please remember that I am on Mountain Standard Time. I'm on Central Standard Time, so I'm 1 hour ahead of you. And usually by 9 o'clock my time, I'm not going to most likely be answering any texts or emails or that type of thing, which is 8 o'clock your time. So that is a little bit early, but please be aware of that. The course is aimed at looking at leadership and as nurses. I'm trying to actually make it go down here, and I'm not sure. There we go. It's really a good course because it looks at delegation, coordination, management, and it kind of brings everything you've learned in the last three and a half semesters together. And now how do I apply this to groups of patients, delegating, that type of thing. So it is a really good course to take you into the world of nursing. I'm not going to go through the course learning objectives. I will go through your assignments, which are coming down here. And I know you've all looked at this already. So you have discussions, as we always do. You have to post by Wednesday and answer two of your classmates within the week period. So you'd have a total of 3 posts. Your discussions should be supported with literature and research, and your responses should have meaning, not just I agree, good thoughts, but you want to support what your classmates, or I ask pretty many questions in the class, how you feel about that. You have 3 assignments here. One is your paper, which is due next week, and I will go over that. Then you have an assignment in week 3, week 5, the Kaplan, and your change project, which is a pretty substantial project due at the end. There are videos which were made by Ann Wilkinson, who taught this class previously, and she has agreed to share, which we do in our nursing classes on week 3 and week 7. So please take a look at that. So that is a basic overview of the course. I just wanted to cover a few things that I would like to stress. Make sure that you are reading your announcements. You have to go from the home page to your announcements. There is a wealth of information in these announcements. And in here is where you're going to find, now you need to find an article this week in LRIN, and here's a video on how to use that if you need to brush up on that. Here's a video on how to be successful in the discussion threads if you're losing points. Information on how we take attendance. And then here are your videos for week 7, and then further down there's a video for week 3. So please make sure that all those that you take the time to look at those. In those videos, we have instructors have found that the people that do watch the videos usually do pretty well on their assignments, and many times get almost all the points, if not all the points. Your first assignment is going to be the one that is due this week. It is the only assignment I'm going to go over because, like I said, there are videos for the other 2 assignments. And the other one is pretty self-explanatory. So this assignment is worth 165 points. And what you're looking at is your role as a nurse manager in risk management and avoidance of malpractice or any type of litigation. So what you will be doing is reading the case study, which is after this link. And you will also read this article, I should say. If you can't find it in LRN, use ProQuest, and it is located there. And in your discussion, you will discuss 2 major ideas in the article that you think are important for preventing malpractice, and then make sure you present your rationale. Then you're going to reflect on the case study and identify actions or inactions that led to the eventual death of the patient, and how you think of yourself as being the nurse. How you, the nurse, would apply 2 major ideas that you would choose to prevent malpractice in the case study. And again, please be specific. You would describe the results of your implementation and how they could be measured. How could you determine that the actions you took would make a difference? And would you consider these actions reactive or proactive? And then finally, how you as a nurse manager would approach this in risk management, again, as being proactive. What can you do to prevent it instead of reacting to it? And give an example. And in your summary, which is number 7, you would summarize your thoughts based on the article, and do you agree or disagree with the conclusion? What I like to see in a paper is that you break these categories up with titles, and that way you cover each area. So you can have an introduction and then use 3, 4, 5, and 6 as your main topic areas, and then this could be your summary. So then you're putting it in APA format, but dividing it up so you make sure you're covering each one of the areas. So you do get points taken off for APA format. Make sure that in each one of these criteria, you're discussing everything that's being asked. It says discuss 2, be detailed, present your rationale. So you want to make sure you're including everything that's discussed in the rubric. If you do not include these pieces, that's when you can lose points. So I always also suggest that you print off the rubric and have it as kind of a checklist for when you're writing your paper. So that is a basic overview of each of these areas. You can see how your points are broken up. And again, you have to have 3 to 5 papers, 2 scholarly references. So it's a title page, 3 to 5 pages, and then your reference page in APA format. And that is basically what covers this paper. If you do have any questions, please let me know. Put them in questions and answers for instructors, for the instructor, so that everyone can see what is done. The other point I want to make is on your discussion threads, when you are writing a discussion and you're using a direct quote, or also in your paper, you need to include a page number or a paragraph number if it's a website, if you're using a direct quote. So if anything's in parentheses, I want to see the source, the date, and then P period for page number, or para period for paragraph number. You have to give credit, especially when you're using a direct quote. So basically that is an overview of the course. This is just a brief video. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in the discussion threads.